What's up? I'm Marcus. You're at the channel The Debt Free Dad, where we're following my family's financial freedom journey and we're talking and learning about finances along the way. Hey, in today's video, we're going to talk a little bit about one of my hobbies. How much does it cost me? Everybody got hobbies, and hopefully, or some people have hobbies that are just quite really are really affordable. Like I like to go hiking, or I like to exercise, or I like to read. And in those instances, hey, those are great hobbies to have because you could do them. They're really cost effective. But other people have hobbies that are expensive. I like to collect rare Star Wars memorabilia and action figures. I like to shop. Well, if shopping is your hobby, God bless you. Hey, best of luck to you. Hopefully, you like to shop for affordable, frugal things. Disclaimer time. I'm an attorney. I'm a licensed attorney, but I'm definitely not your attorney. So if you're looking for legal or financial advice, go somewhere else because you won't find that over here. I probably would recommend, I don't know, I wouldn't recommend taking financial or legal advice from somebody on YouTube. I don't care what their credentials are. Always seek a professional in your area. One of my hobbies that I really enjoy doing is going to the range. I maybe talked about it a little bit before on the channel, but especially now in the wintertime when it's cold outside, man, brick outside, hey, that's my hobby. That's what I like to do. I like to go to the range. I'm a big Second Amendment guy. I think everybody should have a firearm. If you can, I think you should have a concealed carry permit because people is out here bugging. Now, I don't want to get into a whole big firearm debate. All I know is that if crazy people got firearms, I want to have a firearm too. We're going to talk a little bit about what it costs me to enjoy my hobby of firearms, training with firearms. So let's go ahead, go to the table. Y'all gonna notice I made sure my hands was lotioned because I know a lot of y'all finance ladies out there, hey, y'all hands be all moisturized and your nails be all done and immaculate, and I didn't want my crusty ass hand. The least I could do is make sure that, you know, I had some Lubriderm to moisturize the scales up before we get to the video. Let's go ahead and jump to the table. Okay, so now we're going to talk a little bit about the numbers of, what it costs me to enjoy the hobby of being able to shoot firearms. Now, I will tell you, this is kind of a quasi hobby because I think it's a necessity, especially, hey, y'all out there counting cash and, doing all this stuff on YouTube. And, I think, I'm a big Second Amendment guy, so I think everybody should have a firearm in their home to protect them. If you can, you should have a firearm for an everyday carry weapon so you could protect yourself because sometimes people like wild out here. So this is my everyday carry firearm. The cost of this firearm was about $500 when I got it when it first came out. That's a whole long story about how long it took me to get it because of where I live, but cost is about $500 for this base model. Nothing neat, nothing fancy on it. I don't want all of these optics and high-speed things on it. This case ran me about $35 for it as well. I'll tell you, I don't calculate those costs in the monthly costs. I kind of look at that how people depreciate the value of property. That this thing will essentially last me probably longer than any vehicle or anything like that. I'll probably have it longer than I have my car. So essentially what this firearm costs to do monthly, I normally go to the range once a month. Sometimes I go every other month, but for the most part on average I go once a month. Let's go ahead and move that out of the way and clear it just for I don't have any haters out there. But you can see the firearm is empty. No bullets in the chamber, no magazine. Anytime I'm cleaning the firearm or doing anything, I don't have any ammunition in the same room, just to kind of be safe and make sure it's pointed downrange, wall facing the exterior with nothing in it. So when I go to the range, I normally shoot about 50 rounds. Shooting 50 rounds essentially is going to run about $20, $20 for 50 rounds. I'm not shooting any high-speed ammo down the range. I'm just shooting something down the range to put shots on targets. With those 50 rounds, normally what I do is Probably about 20 rounds I'll shoot for just accuracy. And the remaining 30 rounds I actually practice shooting from the draw, from a concealed carry position. That's kind of how I go about, the daily routine or the monthly routine when I go to the range. Oh, just wanted to show this right here is an attachment you see that goes around the trigger. This is the only thing that I got, and you probably can't see it, but it essentially is a light and a laser. You hit a button and a light comes on, a laser comes on. I'll tell you, this is kind of really just for show more than anything, or if I'm at the crib and Lord forbid I have to use it at the crib so I can see what I'm doing, because if you got it as an everyday carry, you pull it out, you're not going to have time to hit a button right here and turn on the light or laser. They do have some models that have a little switch right here, so when you grab it like this, it automatically turns on the laser. So if you do have to draw it, the laser is on. But I don't really use, in times of danger, I'm not really fond of lasers and optics and all that stuff. I just rather rely solely on the sight. So $20 is spent for ammunition. The range time, imagine going to a bowling alley, if you will. That's essentially all the range is. The range time ranges anywhere from $25 an hour to $35 an hour, depending on if I'm shooting a handgun or if I'm carrying a rifle. So right now, if we say, worst case scenario, I decide to get a rifle out, we're talking $35 plus another $20 for ammunition. That's $55. And the other thing is, when I go to the range, I bring everything. A lot of times you go to the range, you can buy targets and you can get ear protection there. I got my own ear protection. I got my ear protection for free, actually, when I bought a safe for my firearms. So the ear protection doesn't cost me anything. Right now, we're looking at a cost of $55. 35 for the range, 35 for the range time, 20 for the ammunition, and then we're going to add another 10. Let's move that over there for the targets. You can go to the range and buy your targets, but I typically bring my own targets. I use these type of targets. They're called splatterburst targets. So this is one target that I'll bring, and then I have a bigger one that you probably can't see it, but it's like 3 bad guys pointing guns at you. And essentially with these splatterburst targets, one, they're a lot cheaper when you buy them in bulk off like Amazon, as opposed to what they charge per target at the range. And these are a lot better targets, easier visibility. If I move this target out, let's say 50 yards, because of how it works, because of these splatterburst targets, I can actually see where I hit without having to bring the target all the way back in, just to check on, okay, where did I hit? Did I hit my target or not? But that's essentially all the cost. Not really a review. I'll tell you, this is a really good firearm to have if you don't have a firearm, or if you're interested in, potentially being able to get a firearm that you can carry on you every day. If you have a business where you're handling a lot of cash, hey, most states will allow you to get one in those particular instances, even if you live in one of those states that hate the Second Amendment. But yeah, real clean firearm, nice break, nice reset. Like I said, I don't have any problems with it, any concerns with it. Now let's get back, wrap up the video. Like I said, you're talking about $35 for the range time, $20 for ammunition, and then you're talking about another $10 for the targets that I bring, that I actually purchased off Amazon because it's cheaper. If you go to the range and use their target, their equipment, their ammo, a box of ammo that I found online is 18 to 20 bucks. A box of ammo at the range is $39. Plus, this year was like a crazy ammo shortage, so shipping channels was all jacked up. So when I go there, I just go solely for the range time. So we're talking $35 plus $20, that's $55. Then another $10 for the target. So we're talking about $65 every month or every time that I go to the range. I think of it as a win-win because it's a hobby, it's something I enjoy doing, but it's something that I think is essential to be proficient at, just in case you got to defend yourself or your family. As always, I appreciate y'all tuning into this video. I thank y'all. I love y'all for tuning in and giving me y'all time. I'm truly blessed to receive it. Y'all take care. Be blessed. Peace. if you're still tuned into this video, check out the videos on the screen. More videos related to my family's financial freedom journey and content where we're talking and learning about finance. Definitely hit on one of those videos. You'll love the content.